Welcome to this demo of the AI-powered Microsoft Sentinel SIEM migration tool. SIEM migration projects are often complex, resource-intensive, and most traditional SIEM migration tools focus on syntax translations. The Sentinel SIEM migration experience goes further by automatically translating existing Splunk or QRadar alerts into out-of-the-box Microsoft Sentinel detections and data connectors, dramatically simplifying migration and accelerating time to value. In this video, I'll show you how to use the Sentinel SIEM migration tool to migrate Splunk alerts to Sentinel's built-in detections and data connectors. To begin, you'll need to have a Splunk alerts export file. Use the instructions provided in the official documentation to get this file. Then go to security.microsoft.com and navigate to the SOC optimization blade. Select Set up your new SIEM, and then select Migrate from Splunk. Upload the Splunk alerts export file that you already created, and then select Next. The migration tool summarizes the detections and data sources found in the Splunk export file. Use this to confirm that you have the right file. If not, select Replace File and upload a new Splunk alert file. Again, select Next. Select the Microsoft Sentinel workspace, where recommendations will be created, and then select Next. If the workspace has no existing recommendations, it will show Start Analyzing. If it already has migration recommendations, it will show Next, and a confirmation indicating existing migration recommendations will be deleted if you proceed. Select Start Analyzing. The same migration tool will then analyze the Splunk alerts. Return to the SOC optimization blade to track the status and to find the migration recommendations as they are surfaced. Select SIEM Setup Analysis Status to view progress. There are 3 stages of the migration job shown. Each stage will be marked green as it is completed. We also have a chart showing the detection rule, the detection alerts, and the status: matched, not applicable, not matched, and in the early stages of the migration job. This refers to how the Splunk alerts are being matched to Microsoft Sentinel detections. You can also download the CSV report, which contains full details of the migration analysis. Now let's review the SIEM migration recommendations, which are in the same setup category, SIEM Setup. Select View All to access the recommendations. Let's select View Details on one of the recommendation cards. You can track the progress of the migration by selecting Change Status. Select View Full Details of the recommendation card to see rule mapping and the connectors. Select the Detections tab. Displayed here are the current Splunk alert rules and the recommended Microsoft Sentinel detection rules. You can also find the status of a detection rule in Sentinel if it's enabled or not in use, as well as the required connectors, and if they are connected or disconnected. In the Detections pane, you can select several recommended detections and enable them all at once. If you prefer to enable a single detection rule at a time, you can select one and then select Enable Detection. If you prefer to have more control and customize the rule, select More Actions and Create Manually, which opens the Analytics Rules wizard, where you can customize the analytic rule as a prior use case, and once complete, select Review and Create. Let's return to the SOC optimization blade and view another recommendation card. I'll choose one and select View Full Details. Once it's loaded, select Detections. Here it shows that Enable Detections is disabled. Let's select the recommended detection for more details. Enable Detection is grayed out because the required connectors are missing. Let's go to the Connectors tab and open the recommended connector. This action opens the Content Hub experience without leaving the SIEM migration user interface. Select View in Content Hub to view the recommended data connector. Here we have the option to install the data connector and configure it. Once configured successfully, we can enable the recommended detection rule. In conclusion, the same migration tool was able to analyze the Splunk alert export file provided and provide detection rules and corresponding data connector recommendations in a seamless workflow, therefore accelerating the migration. Get started with Microsoft Sentinel.